wish I could fight bad guys like you.
I mess it up every time.
Maybe you just need a partner.
Dr. Pym, I actually heard what happened to you. This crazy creepy ghost stole your tech.
最小的大英雄
The only chance we got is both of you.
Ant-Man and the Wasp teaming up.
Follow my lead.
Awesome.
蚁人与黄蜂女
Hiya, champ. How was school today?
So cranky.
7月4号周三一出惊人。
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Today is like new trailer day. We got new Ant-Man and the Wasp footage, we got details on a new Spider-Man trailer coming later this week that I'll explain, and a whole bunch of Spider-Verse stuff. So if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. There's a new round of that Infinity War DVD giveaway going on. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. We should really call this the Baby Legs Ant-Man trailer. You can make all the Deadpool, all the Rick and Morty jokes that you want. It just seems like there are a lot of people making $150 million movies that are Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland fans this year.
You sure found this guy quick.
Yeah, because I'm a good detective.
Look, Baby Legs, it's the criminal.
Oh, fucking, I'm the killer. I'm running real quick.
Baby legs, here we go. That's the sound I make when I'm trying to run fast.
If you're not a big Rick and Morty fan, that's from 60 Minutes. It's season 1, episode 8. But obviously the whole joke is just predicated on the idea that his shrinking technology malfunctions while he's shrinking down, so he just gets stuck like that for a little while. So he has to run around like he's a little kid. There's a little bit of them fighting the ghost together, like you see the alley-oop. We've seen a little bit of that in previous trailers, but you get a little more Walton Goggins in really just moving into Spider-Verse territory, because I know everybody's wondering about that. Phil Lord and Chris Miller said there'd be a new trailer coming on Wednesday, like they just said Websday, so obviously they're talking about Spider-Man stuff. That's going to be for the Spider-Verse movie with Miles Morales that'll be dropping later this year, the animated movie. That's the one that they've been working on.
Wait, so how many of us are there?
Inside the Spider-Verse and with Spider-Man Homecoming 2, we got a bunch more details from a bunch of different things. So just going down the roster, Spider-Man 2 will start filming in July per Kevin Feige, but they're filming in London, so obviously it's going to be much more international than the last movie. They didn't say that they would not be going back to New York City. Like obviously they'll have to go back at some point because they'll have to meet up with Aunt May. But he also said that it wouldn't be called Spider-Man 2. He said that there would be a subtitle, they just haven't revealed it yet. They might reveal what that is at Comic-Con this year, even though they're not doing a big Hall H panel. But that's really on Sony. Sony is going to be the people marketing the Spider-Man movie. We've made all kinds of jokes about how they're going to market it while Spider-Man is supposed to be dead, even though we know he's coming back. We got some really cool concept art for Carnage in the Venom movie, even though he hasn't been confirmed to appear yet. Now, obviously this is based on the liquid look of the symbiote that Tom Hardy is wearing.
I don't know. Why would we do that? If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear? You should be extremely afraid. What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
So per the trailers, what they might end up doing is instead of having the Carnage symbiote be the child of the Venom symbiote, it'll just be one of these other symbiotes that they find. Like you have a couple canisters here, so there's more than one symbiote. In the Venom one is just the one that bonds with Eddie Brock. But I think what's going to happen at Comic-Con this summer is that Sony will mostly be pushing new Venom stuff, so we'll probably get another trailer for that then, and we might get to see Woody Harrelson's character, because right now he's the leading rumor for the Carnage character, but supposedly he's not showing up till the end of the film, and it'll be like a big sequel thing, like the way that movies sort of surface the villain at the end. They did the exact same thing with Spider-Man Homecoming and setting up the Sinister Six at the end of that.
Look who it is. What are the odds you and I'd end up at the same summer camp? Relax. It's not on you. It's on our little spider friend. I've got some boys on the outside who'd love to meet him. You know, take a picture, slice his throat, put his head in a dryer. And I heard a rumor. You know who he is.
So I'm actually kind of wondering if that's what Spider-Man 2's subtitle will be, like Rise of the Sinister Six or something like that. It'll probably be a little bit simpler than that. But you may have also heard about them taking Silver and Black off of the schedule. If you didn't know, they're making a Black Cat Silver Sable team-up movie, but apparently they weren't happy with the script, so they're going back to baseline. Whatever that ends up being, it'll be completely different. So I think that's a good thing. I would rather Sony just spend the time they need to make good Spider-Verse movies rather than just try and crank them out.
I think like a thief. A boat full of overdressed fat cats is a can't-miss proposition. Wait. Ooh, Matt Waters is wearing the Stuyvesant tiger. I want it.
I am genuinely excited to see Black Cat show up in the Spider-Man movies, but I think the real question is how are these movies going to invoke the Spider-Man mythos? Because I think you could do Silver and Black without Spider-Man, but you can't really do Venom without any kind of Spider-Man, especially if he's going to have the spider symbol on his chest. I think he does have it, they just have an interesting way of invoking it. Like, it's not exactly like it is in the comics, so I am expecting the classic Venom look for that symbiote. If you guys haven't been reading the comics, they actually just gave him the symbiote back, but there's this big Thanos-style finger snap with the Red Goblin, who's the Norman Osborn Green Goblin fused with the Carnage symbiote. So if you're a big Spider-Man comic book fan, now is probably a good time to jump back on the comics because they're doing some really cool stuff. There's a whole bunch more trailers that dropped today, so I'll try to get through that as fast as possible. Congratulations to the latest giveaway winner, Mighty Mike 27. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. Click here to learn all about Captain Marvel, and click here for brand new Avengers 4. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.